Alright, one day I was messing with my fishing pole here. I was exchanging or taking off a reel, and I was going to swap it for another reel, and it all broke right through here. I'm like, okay, never got to really use it that much, but not sure. It always stayed inside. So anyway, I'm going to try to take this off and replace it with this kit over here. The only thing I don't understand is the front part. It kind of, I guess I'm going to have to hollow that out to get that thread up. I mean, this thread's on. Unlike this part here, it's the cork and that piece all in one. So, not really sure. Maybe I just set it up in front and that's how it goes. I don't know. But anyway, I need to get this off first. If that doesn't go well, then we can forget the handle. Hope everybody can see here. Got me a little arsenal of cutters and pliers and different things here, so hopefully maybe I can get this off. Not sure I'm all the way through or not, but next thing I want to do is make a score on this. Maybe I can get to separate where it's molded together. Trying not to cut the core. Yeah, looks like I did alright. Looks like I'm all the way through. Now I just need to get the whole thing warm. There we go. This part here, I don't know what's going to happen, but just cut this part off first, I guess. Okay, got what I thought would be the harder parts off. Looks like maybe if I could strip this off, I could probably Okay, so here's what happened after I left you guys. I ended up scraping off the foam off here, just the utility knife. I just scraped, turned, scraped, turned, and just basically ran the bevel of this knife down the edge and cleaned everything off. Then I found out the measurement I took for this rod for the rod holder piece, whatever. It was a 1/2 inch, so I measured off this, and it fits that part fine. You know, there's no slop. But as you can see, there's a, I guess, a reduction. The blank is shorter, so I bring it down here and it's all sloppy. So what I'm going to do is move this piece here to where it's on part of this, glue that up, and it came with a washer, and I'm going to put that in there just to center this in the blank. So while that's setting up, I'll end up having this square, and the original piece, I know it's not going to look all the same, but this original piece here actually threads onto that, because the piece they gave me is just a piece of cork, and there's no threaded anything. I'm going to have to, you know, for that to even make that look anywhere near nice enough, I guess it's just made to sit up against it, but that just looks kind of cheesy. I was going to make it go all the way there and kind of thread off, but since this piece actually fits, I'm going to just leave it. So I'm going to glue this up, get this centered, use that to help center it also, and then I'll put that on. And I'm not sure if I'm going to cut this off and then trim that down, just make it a hair shorter, or if I'm going to make some sort of little extension for the rod. So, alright, I'm out of here for now. Alright, for some reason my camera died right as I was getting ready to do this. But anyway, this is the I don't know if it's epoxy or whatever, but it's really good stuff. I mean, within like a minute it sets up, and you can pretty much handle it, you know, within 5, you know, no problem. You just spray this activator on it, and basically if you get both parts it's better. Put some of the, I'm not sure, whatever it is, the gel in there, put it together, and that's what I end up putting this reel seat together with. And I end up keeping the original piece on here because basically, well, one, it wouldn't get past the 15 millimeter, or a little bit, I'm not sure what size it was. It was about almost 5/8, somewhere around 16 mil for this rod blank adapter. You know, I'm not sure why they didn't use the whole blank all the way through, but anyway, the other thing is this part here actually threads on to this part, and it came with this rubber washer, so that keeps this centered, and then this part attached to that keeps it all centered. So I'm not even going to glue that in down. I'm just going to leave that like it is. And I end up sanding the fishing rod blank. You can look, I don't even know what to exactly call it, but I sanded the inside part down, and then also used this rasp for the inside of the cork handle, and I twist and twist and twist, and I would never get it. I mean, I kept going back and forth with this. Finally, what I ended up doing, and everything was off camera because I wasn't really sure it was going to work, I used this shaft, put it in a vise, and basically it's for golf shafts. But I used that to hold on to the fiberglass shaft, smacked it with this rubber mallet on the back, and I even drilled a little tiny hole in the back to relieve the air, you know, in the blank, and basically I was twisting, hammering, and it's on solid. I don't even want to glue it, and it's not coming back apart. But the only thing else I'd want some help with is, now that I left this on there and I didn't want to go ahead and buy the foam handle, what ideas do you guys have for making this a little closer to that? Well, like some shoe polish, and then maybe like a spray shellac or something to protect it, or just leave the shoe polish, some flat black paint. Anybody have any good idea? Something that doesn't make it look totally out of, it's just kind of mismatched now. So let me know. Thanks.